Interesting debate. We just talked about Kate Nash, the pop star, who says you can't make any money out of the music business. So in order to fund her current concert tour, she, I think I can say this now, she's selling her ass, literally. Selling her backside, pictures of her backside on OnlyFans, you know, that sort of housewife's porn site or whatever you call it, where anybody can go on and you can charge money to look at pictures, saucy pictures. Now, Kate Nash is doing this to fund. She's made a fortune, apparently. She can't believe how much money she's making. Lily Allen sells pictures of her feet and also giggles about how much money she makes. Kate Nash says it doesn't conflict with her feminism doing this, doesn't it? I mean, really? Others who do this, so it's empowering for women. So their suggestion, it seems to me, is having blokes ogle at pictures of you in a state of undress, you know, wearing sexy clothes or something, empowers you. Does it? Does it? It may financially empower you. Yeah, you get some money, go for it. I don't care. But don't make up these, for me, don't give me these excuses. Oh, it's feminism, it's empowering. You know, is it? Is it? Let me know what you think. Get on the phone. Let's talk about this. 03444991000. And on the phone to discuss this very issue from Essex, it's Bex. Hello, Bex.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
I'm all right. What do you reckon about this? I've got a note saying that you can still be a feminist, or you believe this, and it is empowering. Why do you think that?
The reason that I believe it is empowering, my best friend, she's an OnlyFans model, and if it weren't for the career that I already do, I would be doing the same thing. She's also a feminist. I'm a feminist too. And the reason that people feel the need to justify it as empowering, because I'm not saying it isn't, because it is. It's only because people put people down who do OnlyFans. They come along and they say, oh, you're degrading yourself. Oh, you're doing this and that. And that's why you have that comeback of it's empowering. There's a lot of body confidence that comes with doing that job. People who didn't have confidence in the first place do gain a lot of confidence by doing that. And the thing is it's not that OnlyFans models walk around saying, oh, it's empowering. It's only because they get downgraded by other people. Because let's face it, it's not empowering to go and clean office toilets, is it? No one goes to work in McDonald's and says, oh, I'm empowered today. No job's empowering. Everyone just does things for money.
I suppose so, but in what way does it empower women to take their clothes off and be ogled by men? Why is that empowering to women? Is it? I mean, look,
power exchange.
Isn't that sort of slightly degrading for women?
No, because there's a power exchange, isn't it? Because it's a service. It's a service like no other. It's like people who do people's feet for a living and touch dirty feet all day. You know, like that's a service. You know, that's not someone downgrading themselves because they're low enough to touch someone's dirty feet. It's the thing is, it's a power exchange, isn't it? You got the woman, she's taking the money, she's earning the money, she's in charge of what she does and what she doesn't do. I see it as the man is at the mercy of that woman.
I sort of see that point, but I mean, if you go back to, I don't even know if they have porn magazines anymore, do they? I don't know. But if you go back to those days, so models, women, would strip off and show all their bits and all that for those pictures. And then men would buy them for whatever purposes, if you know what I mean. Is that empowering to women?
I think
it's the same thing, isn't it? It's the same thing.
It's too focused on the woman, though. People look at the woman offering a service, earning money, paying taxes, and going, oh, degrading yourself. Oh, is it empowering? Is it empowering for a man to be sitting at home doing some business?
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not sticking up for the men who get off on all this stuff. And I'm not in any way condemning the women who do it to make a few quid, sometimes a lot of money. I mean, by all means, go ahead. But what worries me, or what doesn't quite sit right with me, is the excuse that somehow it's empowering and it's almost a feminist thing to do. It cannot be that, you know, if we go back to my porn magazine allegory, it cannot be that those models sitting there in complete states of undress, showing their bits, you know, are somehow making a feminist gesture and somehow empowering themselves. That's not a logical justification, if you ask me.
I mean, that's the thing, like, men do this too. It's not just women. Obviously, men are in this industry too. But the thing is, though, is when people say it's empowering, as I said, there's a lot of body confidence that people of all shapes, sizes, races, that would have never have dreamed that people would be willing to pay money to see them, you know, in certain kind of ways, that people are now interested. You know, like, I think that it is empowering. I can see why. That, you know what, you would be surprised how many feminists are in that industry. It's very high up there with feminists in that industry.
Yeah, but you know, but they're making a few quid. And then they're trying to justify it by saying, oh, it's feminist, it's empowering.
I mean, they should openly up and say, like, yeah, there's a lot of money involved in the situation.
Which is fine.
That's the reason why anyone goes to work, right?
Yeah. Which is fine. But I just can't see how... You know, and when you talk about a power exchange, I can see that, you know, I'm the one you're looking at. I'm the one you're paying to look at. I can see there's a certain power in that. It gives the woman the kind of superior position. You're the pathetic little man that's ogling at me and I'm charging you to do it. I get that. But empowering in the general sense of that word, you know, in a feminist sense, I'm not quite getting that, Bex. I'm not quite understanding that.
Yeah, not everyone will understand it. I suppose you have to be in the situation to understand it. I mean, I've not been in that situation, but I do get it. Obviously, my best friend works in that industry, and I see a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of what goes on in that world. And yeah, I can see the confidence boost and I can see the power exchange that goes on. And I think that people need to realise that maybe if people didn't downgrade that line of work so much, then maybe people wouldn't feel the need to have to make excuses like, oh, it's empowering, oh, it's this and that, in order to justify what they were doing. Because people treat this job as not a job. They treat it as something that's terrible. But these women are earning money, they're working hard, they're paying taxes, and I say good on them.
Listen, I'm not saying it's terrible. As I say, I'm not making a moral judgment. I'm just questioning the justification. Now, your friend, Bex, does she make a lot of money out of this?
She makes a fair amount of money, but she works so hard. People think it's easy money. People think you just snap a couple of pictures of your feet and Bob's your uncle. But she works 100, 120 hours a month, and she earns a decent wage, but she's not earning any more than what I would do in my job. I'm a web designer. I'm self-employed. We don't earn much different, and we work the same hours, so it's not crazy money. For these celebrities, though, obviously they're making a lot more money because they've got their name attached to it, and everyone wants to see their bits and bobs. So they're earning way more than your average woman. Yeah,
I mean, I sort of get that. And so, you know, you said you're a web designer, so you can't do OnlyFans, or at this stage you don't want to. If you did do it, would you find it awkward? Would you be embarrassed? How would you feel to do this?
No, I mean, I personally, like my friend, she does more of the fetish side of things,
right?
Which I think would be more up my street if I was to do it. Obviously, I do enjoy my career. I do enjoy what I do, but if I was found on my bum tomorrow, I would be signing up and I would be doing it.
I'll tell you how to become completely bankrupt, Bex, and that is to be me and become a foot model for OnlyFans, because my feet would not make very much money, I'll tell you that. It really wouldn't.
I think you could stick a wig on you and I think you'd be doing fine.
All right, Bex, well, you've given me an idea for a future career. It might not be very lucrative, but I'm prepared to try anything once. Bex, really good to talk to you. Thank you very much for an excellent call.